In the bustling heart of Lagos, amidst the chaos of honking cars and hurried footsteps, Obi and Amora moved into their dream apartment, a sleek two-bedroom flat in a quiet estate. For them, it was more than just a new home. It was a symbol of their hard work, a place to build a future for their 6-year-old daughter, Muna. Muna had always been a bundle of joy, laughter spilling from her lips, eyes bright with wonder. But as days turned into weeks, something shifted. Her once cheerful giggles faded into silence, her lively spirit dulled into quiet withdrawal. Neither Obi nor Amora noticed. Obi, a banker, was buried in long hours at work. Amora, a rising event planner, spent her days managing clients and their events. They told themselves they were securing a better life for their daughter, never realizing that they were slowly drifting away from the child who needed them the most. And so, every morning, as Lagos roared to life, Amora dropped Muna off at their neighbor's house. Mama Yusuf, a warm and motherly woman, welcomed her with open arms, assuring Amora that Muna was safe. But inside that home, behind closed doors, something sinister lurked. What began as an innocent routine, playtime, snacks, and laughter, soon turned into whispered threats and stolen innocence. Yusuf, Mama Yusuf's 15-year-old son, had found his prey. At first, everything seemed fine. Yusuf was friendly and always shared his snacks with Muna, but soon, things began to change. One afternoon, after his mother had left to run errands, Yusuf sat beside Muna on the couch. "You know you're my special friend, right?" he said, smiling at her. Muna nodded shyly. "Good," Yusuf continued. "But you must never tell anyone about our special game, okay? If you do, I won't buy or share my goodies with you anymore." Muna didn't understand at first, but she soon learned that special game meant something that made her very uncomfortable. She didn't like it, but every time she hesitated, Yusuf would threaten her with his cold, sharp words. "If you tell anyone, your mommy and daddy will stop loving you," he whispered one day. "They'll send you away to an orphanage." Fear gripped Muna's heart. She was too young to understand what was happening, but she knew it felt wrong. Still, she remained silent. She became quieter, withdrawn. She stopped playing, stopped eating as much, and barely spoke to anyone. At home, Obi and Amora barely noticed. "Muna, why aren't you eating?" Amora asked one evening, scooping pasta onto her daughter's plate. She knew it was her favorite. Muna shrugged. "I'm not hungry." Obi barely looked up from his laptop. "I think she's just tired," he said dismissively. "She plays too much." Amora sighed and kissed Muna's forehead. "Tomorrow, I'll buy you a new doll, okay?" Muna nodded but said nothing. The days turned into weeks, then months. Yusuf continued his special game, and Muna continued to suffer in silence. She wanted to tell someone, but who would listen? Her parents were always too busy and barely home. Even when she tried to draw their attention, they brushed her off. Then, one fateful afternoon, everything changed. Amora picks Muna up from Mama Yusuf's house. Something is different. Muna is too quiet. Her eyes are red, as if she had been crying. Amora squats to touch her daughter's face. "Muna, my baby, are you okay?" Muna hesitates, then whispers, "I want to sleep." That night, Amora sits in the living room, her chest tight with unease. Obi enters, loosening his tie. "What's wrong?" Obi asked. "Have you noticed anything different about Muna lately?" "She's not herself," Amora answered. Obi chuckled. "Amora, you worry too much. She's fine." Amora, with tears in her eyes, muttered, "I'm not sure, but I'm going to find out." The next morning, Amora stays home. She kneels in front of Muna, holding her hands. My baby, tell me the truth. What's wrong? Mummy is worried about you. Muna looks away, fingers twisting in her lap, then whispered, Yusuf said if I tell, you won't love me anymore. Amora's breath catches. Her world tilts. Tell me what, my love, Amora asked, voice shaking. Muna burst into tears. Between sobs, she tells her mother everything. Amora's body shook with rage. She could barely breathe as tears streamed down her face. She had failed her daughter. She called her husband frantically on the phone, but couldn't reach him, so she left him a message asking him to come home as soon as he saw the message. That afternoon, when Obi rushed home, Amora wasted no time. She took him inside the bedroom and told him everything. After hearing everything, Obi was silent for a long time. Then, he stood abruptly, grabbed his car keys, and stormed out. He was heading straight to the police station. What followed was a storm of confrontation, accusations, and police intervention. Yusuf's mother was in shock, swearing she had no idea what her son had been doing. But it was too late, the damage had already been done. As the days passed, Obi and Amora took a break from work to focus on their daughter and heal together as a family. They took Muna to therapy. Sitting beside her and holding her hands. For the first time, Obi and Amora understood that protecting their daughter wasn't just about providing money. It was about presence, about love, and about listening. That night, Amora tucks Muna into bed, kissing her forehead. I'm so sorry, my baby. Mommy and Daddy will never be too busy for you again. Muna snuggles into her mother's embrace, whispering softly. I love you, Mommy. Tears glisten in Amora's eyes. I love you too, my angel. There are silent cries all around us. Children who suffer in silence, waiting for someone to notice. Sometimes, being a good parent isn't just about working hard, it's about listening, paying attention, and being there. Muna's story is a reminder, no amount of success is worth losing the ones we love. No dream is greater than the safety of a child. And no child should ever have to suffer in silence. If you see the signs, speak up. If you hear the whispers, listen. And if you love someone, show it, not just with words, but with time. Thank you for watching. Please let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remain blessed.